Oh, my friends, the fun just won't stop. Can't stop. Won't quit. Fun won't quit there. We got tornado threat today for the Manitoba and Saskatchewan border country. Although, you just never know where one's going to drop out anywhere in this gray line. We do have a funnel cloud threat in areas southeast of Edmonton. Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. Welcome to the show. I'm Joey Only. Thursday morning here. We got the podcast tonight, so I'm going to try to make this one brief. The 19th of June. You can tune into the podcast at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight is when we'll start, and we'll have radar going, and we'll be watching every thunderstorm in Western Canada at that time, including any of these nasty bastards that we're expecting there. 90 to 110 kilometer gusts of wind, 4 to 6 centimeter hail, and the risk of tornadoes in Area B there, Yorkton all the way down to Brandon. Okay, let's get on with the show. Let's go.
There it is. Oh my God. What do you think of that? Yeah.
I'll watch the video later. Oh yeah, can you hit like, share, and subscribe and things like that? I'd really appreciate if you kept supporting the channel, because I'm the only one of my kind here. I mean, there's other weather nerds out there making content. That's true. In Canada, yeah, there's a few of us. In Western Canada, there's fewer. In BC, there's one. Me. And I'm the weather dude, firefighter, mountain climber, fisherman, redneck, country folk that you can't find like anyone else. Okay, back to our crazy-looking map there. Areas in the B region, that includes Saskatoon, Dauphin, and it's kind of a narrow region around there, though. You could be seeing still some large hail, 2 to 4 centimeter hail. In the C region, could see severe thunderstorms still popping up in that C region. Could even see funnel clouds there south of the Highway 16 corridor on the east side of Alberta. Also in Western Canada is these friggin' guys, BC, and they really don't say much for us today. We're going to have to go into our own maps and figure out what the heck is going on here. Although we know there's a bit heavy rain. We got a special weather statement for heavy rain there in Fort St. John. Let's go have a look at it. Okay, welcome to the bad news battle board. Warm temperatures still going on up there. Old Crow, Dempster, Dawson, Mayo, Beaver Creek, and Pelly Carmax, where the ridge of high pressures kept temperatures into the 20s. Special weather statement for the Peace region, where we're looking at 40 to 50 millimeters of rain topping out. Probably 20 for much of the region if they don't get up to 40 to 50. Special weather statement now for Fort Nelson. Still special air quality statements going on there. Still, they're not getting any of the rain up there. Not getting any of the rain. Special air quality statement for them. We got this crazy. This is the big story of the weekend coming up. Rain will begin Friday for parts of southern Alberta and the foothills, and it's expected over the weekend in southern Alberta. Heaviest rain forecast to fall on the foothills. General precipitation amounts will range between 50 to 100 millimeters by Sunday afternoon. However, some areas, especially along the foothills, could see 1 to 200 millimeters of rain. Oh boy. This is coming up around the anniversary of the crazy floods in 2013. High River flood, you might recall. Not the first time High Rivers flooded. That's partly why they're called High River. Okay, so cooler temperatures move in Friday night. Rain changes to snow over mountainous terrain. The snow will be wet and heavy. Accumulations will be highly variable. Upwards of 10 to 20 centimeters is possible in the highest terrain, such as Highwood Pass and sections of Highway 93. Strong northerly winds will develop on Saturday with gusts of 60 to 80 kilometers an hour. This is going to be crazy. Winds with recent rainfall could result in tree damage. The roots will be not set very well because of how wet the ground is. Oh boy, that's all we got so far. I don't have any severe watches in place yet. And we'll try to let you know, at least on my Facebook anywhere. Frost advisory in Northern Ontario. What the heck is going on? Rainfall warnings continue there. And in Southern Quebec, they do have their severe thunderstorm watch there. It's a little bit early in the day, so wait a little bit longer. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, it's probably coming for you. So yeah, I'm going to be the one who says flooding risk is entirely possible. And with all this snow coming up in the high country, I mean, there's some staying power there as it melts. It's going to take some staying power of higher flood waters, higher water levels, things like that. So very concerned for the Alberta side. And southern BC is going to be taking a fair bit of this rain. And we will be seeing some of this snow in British Columbia. That's a go. So let's talk about it now. Okay, well, Rainfall accumulation. It's been pretty good news for the Peace. They've taken a fair, significant amount of rain up there. Nothing for the Fort Nelson area, though. Those fires continue. It's like the dry spot just doesn't want to cooperate there. Looking at Friday, where's the rainfall coming? Keep adding. See where we go. Here it comes starting on Saturday, especially in southern Alberta, picking up already by Saturday evening, overnight. Looking over 60 mils in some places. Strong signals there, even in BC. We're going to see some heavy rain in BC as well. Be prepared for this possibility that our own high water might see as a mountain runoff might really pick up, especially if the rainfall is hitting hard into the high snow areas, or we got that transition to snow. So there's a real risk of snow. Look at this, over 100 mils there in foothills area, kind of areas to the west of Nanton, for example, west of Calgary, Kananaskis there. That's probably going to put High River in trouble. I mean, let's be real about this. Where's the best place to find a gold mine? Well, where one's already been before, and that's why I'm going to suggest that High River is probably in the flood threat on this one there. This is big-time precip into southern Alberta. This is wild. This is really wild. After how dry things have been to start 2025's non-winter season, it seems to me like we are really taken a lot of rain lately, taken a lot of rain this last week, especially, I would say. One low after another trying to push into BC. We've seen this upper level low pattern, been hanging on for a while, and I've been saying, like, we need to see a victor between these two. Does the low win or does the high win in the long run, right? So probably as we get into the summer, the high will start to win. It seems to be taking up more space, but the lows are still finding ways to squeeze in there. And there you go, upper level low in the Gulf of Alaska, still affecting British Columbia. And as long as that keeps happening, we're going to keep having this sort of wetter pattern and have these rounds of cooler weather coming in behind. But the snow, I mean, that is pretty nuts. I get it. I mean, that is pretty wild. We still haven't talked about Saskatchewan and Manitoba yet, so let's get on and look at the bigger picture now. The first thing everyone wants to know is, where's the thunderstorms, Joe? Where are the thunderstorms going to go? Okay, so let's look at Thursday. We'll let this pick up a little bit here. There we go. We'll stop around here, 3 o'clock afternoon Pacific Standard Time. See where some of those strong thunderstorms are, especially in the Dakotas, right? So that tornado threat does skim into Saskatchewan and Manitoba. It does. I would think that the strongest convective available potential energy values are down there in near North Dakota there. Scattered thunderstorms more across Alberta. Probably not going to see that severity today. BC back into scattered thunderstorms. It's still looking like a later day response for our storms in BC. More rain than storm. And now look at this. The Alaska's just going fucking nuts. Alaska's going nuts. So it's going to... The Fairbanks is 29 degrees. It's crazy. Fairbanks, 29 degrees. They had a tornado in Juneau the other day. Fairbanks is 29 degrees. We're going to have thunderstorms kicking out everywhere. There's going to be fire stories into Alaska. That's one of the next big stories. It's going to be Alaska fires. I'm telling you that, and if Joey's telling you that, he's probably fucking right, because I always am. Look at there. Oh boy, Yukon territory going to be taking a lot of lightning. A bit warmer in Dawson City than down in Whitehorse. It's closer to that heat anomaly that's in Alaska. This crazy, weird heat anomaly that's not blessing us very well. Look at this. Is crazy, man. 30 degrees centigrade in Alaska is absolutely nuts. It's much hotter there than it is almost anywhere else in Western Canada. Yeah, I don't think that anywhere else in Western Canada will hit 30 today. We'll include Alaska and Canada. You're Canada now. Your country's falling apart, and it's a total disaster and mess. You probably wish, if you don't wish that you're a Canadian, soon you will. Trust me, soon you will. Lots of rain coming through that Peace region. Lots of lightning up there, Yukon. Okay, so back to this. Let's get back to our own stories here. Okay, so lots of rain through that Peace region. A little bit of lightning on the Alberta side. So they had that concern for funnel clouds outside Edmonton today. We didn't really see much produce yesterday in Alberta, as far as I know. There was like this fear that there was going to be tornadoes and whatnot. Didn't really produce. See that line of storms coming into that southern section of the southeast section of Saskatchewan and north. Start again. then we're going to see those strong thunderstorms moving into southern Manitoba, right? There's that little corner down there, the corner of Saskatchewan and Manitoba there and North Dakota, where there tends to be historically a lot of very strong thunderstorms. You can see lightning event, not as big of a deal. I mean, the piece is going to be taking some lightning today, but you're going to be taking some rainfall too. So rainfall's coming through the piece. Going to be quite a bit of it. Continuing still before it's done working out. And look at the strong thunderstorms down towards Winnipeg into the evening there. Strong thunderstorms, maybe nighttime thunderstorms for you in Winnipeg. Maybe nighttime thunderstorms for much of southern Manitoba. I'm so jealous. A good nighttime thunderstorm on the prairie. So fun. So fun. Okay. Next up, Friday. Thunderstorms rolling up from the south. Here comes this sort of low out of nowhere, kind of developing and coming upwards there. What the heck is that? That's so weird, eh? Big time low, and now it's going to start moving its way up into Alberta, southern British Columbia, breaking out and lightning all over. Another thunderstorm day for us. Good strong thunderstorm day in the Caribou. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Strong thunderstorm potential there. Revelstoke region, all the areas in that eastern British Columbia corridor, maybe some of the Monashees there. Seems like the Kootenays are getting a little bit of a break there on that one. I expect to see possibly severe thunderstorm watches in Caribou on Friday as this big weather change comes, and it's going to be a big one, man. That's going to make for some weird shit to happen. Thunderstorms across northern Alberta, Slave Lake and whatnot. Fort St. John back in the lightning again, and really no precip for Fort Nelson, not ever, no. Okay, let's continue on with this bizarre story that's coming ahead there. So now we've already seen our tornado threat pass through on Thursday. Now we're into Friday and watching all kinds of new hell break out. Look at these storms down through the Dakotas on Friday afternoon into the evening. Really wild. We're starting to see more and more rain just picking up into BC, more and more rain picking up on the foothills, and this is where our disaster weekend begins, really, because as this low starts, well, hey, it's going to find cold air at elevation. It's going to find cold air up there, and then it's going to pull cold air from the north down, which I don't know where it's finding it, but look at Churchill's 3 degrees, high level 7, Fort Nelson 7 degrees at 1 in the morning. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where it's going to find the coal, but wait, it's going to find it. It's going to be sucking it down from higher elevations in the sky. Look at the crazy thunderstorms we're going to see moving into Western Ontario there on Saturday morning, overnight Saturday. That's some wicked energy. Okay, so the backside of our low now, here comes the misery, folks. The snowfall will start early in the morning there in some of the high country. Look at the rainfall totals. Look at the rainfall coming there right towards High River and areas like that. Flood threat in Alberta is a big story this weekend. Even BC side taking a lot of rain in the mountains. Going to really, really challenge things a little bit. Heavy rain in the Rockies. Everybody. Heavy rain in southern Alberta. Heavy rain in Saskatchewan. Heavy rain. We're going to see a lot of heavy rain. This is going to be a big story. It's going to be a really big story. There's going to be flooding. There's going to be things to talk about through this, and then we're going to watch how the lightning is out on this side here. Strong thunderstorms and lightning and preceding it, and then the interior BC taking lightning, a little bit warmer for us, while the mountaintops are taking snow. Weird things are going to happen this weekend, friends. Weird things are going to happen. They're going to take a lot of rain in southern Alberta. Something sketchy's going on, folks. It is coming up on that, like I say, that anniversary of the High River floods, and you know, lightning. There's so much lightning coming up in our forecast. Obviously, we'll be talking about all this at great depth on the podcast tonight. I'm going to try to keep this short now because we'll be talking for hours tonight. And of course, so we'll have my daily forecast videos, try to keep you in the loop. But everything that I said was going to happen, it's happening. So enjoy. Hit like, share, subscribe. Please support the channel. I can't thank the people who've been giving me super donations enough. Man, I couldnd do this without you. Couldn't feed myself. I mean, I barely can as it is. Without you, there would be no Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. So thanks very much, everybody. Okay, that's it for today. For so far today. Bye.